Would you guys believe me if I told you I've wanted this thing for years, and that when I was 10 years old, I had daydreams of having this guy in the animated Dinobots? Yep. The kid inside of me is going to be very, very happy today. From 2009 and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, this is the Constructicon Devastator. And it's funny, this guy doesn't transform. I mean, he does, but he's the vehicle modes that turn into this. There are no individual robot modes, and he's not that big. It's interesting, this came out during a time in which the Transformers design team just did not want to do combiners, and to be fair, looking at Devil Savior and the Studio Series Constructicons, maybe they were onto something. But, looking around, you can just see this is a massive, massive box. Like, too big for my review stand. Here, let me get another light on. Boop. So, this guy has 10 strength, 2 intelligence, 2 speed, 10 endurance. He's 9 rank, which I think puts him at the same rank as Megatron in Revenge of the Fallen. Courage 10, Fire Blast 10, Skill 3. And then there's a blurb just off camera. I'll read it. Constructicon Devastator is named for the brutal, destructive winds that whip around the equator of Cybertron. He is mighty beyond the boundaries of a normal robot frame. Rather, he is a force of nature, inevitable, unstoppable, and indestructible. He destroys all in his path, as do his namesake winds. Earth has never experienced a destructive force as singular as Constructicon Devastator. Where he walks, the human's fragile world will be quaked and stripped to its very foundations until Seymour Simmons gets underneath his ballsack and a human Navy gun will shoot him from off screen. I'm pretty sure that's what happened in Revenge of the Fallen. It's kind of funny that they spoiled that on the box. They didn't. I just made that up. Oh, wait, there's another blurb. Yeah, that's a completely different blurb. He has 2 blurbs on here. The ultimate Decepticon weapon has arrived on Earth, and nothing will ever be the same. Constructicon Devastator is the biggest robot ever, towering above Autobots and Decepticons alike, as his vortex grinder snaps open and glows with power. All before him quake in fear, knowing their destruction is inevitable. By the way, this was not the biggest robot ever. Nowhere near as big as G1 Fort Max, obviously. Also, not even the biggest robot in Revenge of the Fallen. Like, I'm looking at my 07-liter Megatron right now. He's not that much shorter than Devastator. So a little bit of hyperbole here, but I can tell you it's not hyperbole. 6 vehicles combined to form a giant robot that has bunny ears. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No! There's a 3rd blurb! Okay, this one's about Mecha Live. There's 3 blurbs on here, though. But yeah, Combiner class. Only member of the Combiner class, mind you. Alright, guys. Let's open up this Devastator. It took like 20 minutes to get these guys out of the box. There were so many twist ties and tape and rubber bands. It was ridiculous. I cut my finger slightly. Like, not enough to draw blood, but like, it was a fight. It was a fight to get these guys out. And unfortunately, the electronics no longer work. I put new batteries in the Mixmaster. Just, they're shot. Can't get any of the sound effects. But I'm still kind of digging the construction vehicles. Don't get me wrong, they are like super out of scale. Long Haul should be about as big as Scavenger. But that was all in service of making a Devastator, so I can live with it. I do think that they are pretty fun. I also just realized there's not enough here, because Movie Devastator has 7 members. Who did they not do? They didn't do Scrap Metal! Oh, that's fun! They forgot one of the yellow guys. Okay, that's kind of cool. But in any case, let's actually look at these vehicles one by one. Keep in mind, they don't have robot modes, but a lot of them are actually pretty nice. We'll go through the old favorites first, starting with Scrapper, traditionally the leader of the Constructicons. And this is nice. It's basically just his G1 alt mode. It'd have been really cool if you could have articulated the arm, but due to the transformation, you can't. The design overall is pretty solid. I like the staircases and the exhaust ports back here. Also, these guys are pretty big, so Scrapper is the, middle in terms of these vehicles. He's not the smallest, he's not the biggest, he's just kind of in the center. And you can see, he is about as tall and, very much longer than a core class figure. So, for what is the, average size component, also keep in mind how wide he is, it's actually pretty impressive. So, you're getting good bang for your buck. There's also a lot of nice little paint apps here. One I really like is you got BGE, so Biggie, Decepticon Biggie. That's so dumb. I love it. Imagine being so self-conscious. It's like, guys, I'm not tiny. I'm the Decepticon Biggie. I swear, my mom told me I'm the Decepticon Biggie. Scrapper needs to, like, go talk to someone. I think this poor guy has, like, a confidence of crisis. A crisis of confidence, if you will. Long Haul! Look at how they massacred my boy! Revenge of the Fallen Long Haul is the best one! And he's tiny. He's the smallest one here. Let me bring Scrapper back in. I'm gonna tell you right now, in real life, that thing's a behemoth, and that's a, like, average-sized construction vehicle. So Long Haul has no real size to him. At the very least, he has a good shade of green paint, and I do like the gradient here on the sides to give, like, a little bit of rust. You have a bed, so you can put stuff back there. Oh, I know. Dupe. I don't have a Blockies Long Haul, but I'll tell you what I can do. Oop. Come on, Scrapper. Get inside your boy. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. He's dump truck surfing. There we go. Come on. Get in. There we go. Fix the camera. So, if you need a Long Haul that's the perfect size for your blocky Scrapper to have a good time on, you know the Long Haul to go for now. I also just realized another person they omitted from this lineup. There was no Overload. So that means Scavenger is having to pull double duty as the head and shoulders and belly of Devastator. He's massive. He's the biggest vehicle in this entire set. Let's bring Scrapper back in here for scale. And you can see, yeah, Scavenger, like, were he a transforming figure, this would easily be, like, Commander class. He's an absolute giant. So let me bring my Core class guy back in here. And you can see, like, he's so big as just a vehicle. In fact, yo, yeah, oh my god, oh, he could give them rides. He's like a big carnival ride, yay. Okay, Scavenger's cool. I also like how he has, you know, in case he forgets who he is, Scavenger. Don't worry, guys, I got my name tag. I'm here. Keeping with the idea that nobody likes Scavenger and he's super depressed, he totally would be the one to wear a name tag around. And every time someone forgets his name, he would just, like, very sadly point to his name. Can't you see Megatron being like, Constructicons! I know your name. I swear I know your name. And then just very sadly, he's like, Scavenger! Yes, Scavenger! Thank you. Wow, this is becoming such a dumb video. I like Scavenger. I also like how massive he would be in real life. Like, look at all these ladders and staircases. Yeah. Also, not a looker from behind. I'll tell you that much. Hey, at least he can articulate the arm. Kinda. Oh, well, no, I guess you can't. Yeah. You can articulate the arm. Bringing the last of the old guard in, it's Mixmaster. And Mixmaster is a cool looking truck. Of course, Revenge of the Fallen Mixmaster is a horrible toy. Studio Series 1 isn't much better, but, you know, it's cool. You can't do anything with the drum. They do at least have the details of the stuff here, only don't fold it down. Don't fold it down. Don't do what I'm trying to do right now. Oh! Whoa! Oh, no. I'm sorry, ma'am. There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, that just does not go together all that well. Cool. Also, kind of a missed opportunity. They could have had the little Decepticon doggy hood ornament up here, and so they just have a Decepticon logo. It's okay, though. It looks fine. Going on to the new members of the team now, here's Hightower. Hightower has an articulating arm and his hook. He also has a nice little Decepticon logo here with some gibberish code. Of course, he's supposed to be Hook. And you might ask yourself, why didn't they just call Hightower Hook? It's because Michael Bay thought the name Hook was kind of dumb. And keep in mind, he thought that the name Hook was childish on his big Constructicon robot that had big old balls that they had to call attention to before he got shot in his big old doggy dick. Rampage, what happened to you, man? You used to be a cool Predacon, and then when you were in Beast Wars, you were an awesome Hannibal Lecter serial killer character. Everyone was scared of you. And now look at you. You're either a pogo stick man that gets easily killed by Bumblebee, or just a leg. You used to be someone. You used to be my hero. How far you've fallen. And here's our fleet of construction vehicles. Of course, again, none of these guys have robot modes. It's a shame. I'll tell you what's really weird. Of course, the Studio Series guy can have robot modes, but the Legend Scale Devastator, released in 2009, also gave these guys individual robot modes. I don't know if this was a matter of the electronics or they were worried it would become too expensive, but it would have been nice, even if they were very simple, to see robot modes here. I could even see like how it could be kind of fun to have a tiny long haul and a gangly scrapper and a massive scavenger. But instead, we just have these guys. And now, let's see when these guys become one big guy.
Constructicons, merge for the kill! Stay! Scavenger, Mixmaster, Phase 2!
We are taking too long on this combination, Scrapper.
Shut it, Hightower, before I make you change your name again. Now Phase 3!
I am Devastator! So yeah, that's Devastator. What a giant piece of junk. It's fine. It's okay. It's not really. There's a couple things you can do. So, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You can get him to eat tiny guys. Do I have a tiny guy? Yeah. Feed him baby shockers. Here, open up that gob. Open up that gob. Yeah. Oh, gross. He ate baby shockers. Okay. Get him back out. There we go. That's pretty cool. You can't get that on other Devastators. And, let's see here. You got articulation. By the way, this just does not attach all that well, the headpiece. You got universal down here in the shoulder, side to side. Universal in the hips, but you really can't use it because the guy's so top-heavy. The design is actually a lot cleaner than it is in the movie. Even the Studio Series and the Devil Savior Devastator look really, really bad because of how film accurate they are. So at least this guy still kind of looks like a Transformer. Here's the thing, I'm about to make a comparison, and I actually wrote this down days ago, and someone brought up to me that I probably stole this from Thew, but I just want to show something, okay? Devastator looks like Biollante. Like, he really does. The hunch, the face, the arms, he looks a lot like Biollante. And I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just, there's only so many monster designs and shapes out there, I guess, but I can't unsee it. The difference is Biollante is cool. Devastator is, Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. He's also not even that big. Like, he stands about the height of a Commander class figure, and he's wide, sure, but, this is nowhere near, a Titan class. So the whole stuff on the box about how this was the biggest Transformer ever really doesn't hold any water at all if you put him next to, I don't know, other Transformers in your collection. I don't own Jet Prime. I'm willing to bet Jet Prime is probably nearly as tall as this guy is, though. Look, sometimes you get a toy you wanted since childhood, and it's perfect, and it's everything you could ever want. I got that a lot with the '07 movie figures. Sometimes you get figures that you wanted when you were a kid, and you realize, wow, this is a big, dumb thing made for literal children. And that's okay. That's what Devastator was meant to be. He was meant to be a big, loud gimmick toy with a simple transformation to give a really big gift to kids for their birthdays or for the holidays. That's what Devastator's lot in life was supposed to be. It's not his fault that years later a 25-year-old person came along, picked him up, and said, "You look cool." This Devastator succeeded in the task given to him back in 2009, and I still enjoy him. He's still a big, hoss of a thing. He's gonna have a great spot in the collection somewhere. But, yeah, you kind of have to also acknowledge, maybe he's not the best, maybe he wasn't made for me, but that's okay. Not everything has to be made for me, because I'm dumb, and so is Devastator.